Yeah, welcome again today, as well as we are continuing covering these materials of physics. And the aim of the lesson of today is to calculate the upthrust of liquids on different objects. Now we are starting with example there. An object weighs 60 Newton when in air and 40 Newton when immersed in water. And 40 Newton when immersed in water. Calculate the upthrust. Calculate the upthrust. An object weighs 60 Newton when in air and 40 when immersed in water. Calculate the upthrust. An object weighs 60 Newton when in air and 40 when immersed in water. Calculate the upthrust. So in order to calculate the upthrust in this question, first you need to identify different data. So you may find you have the data there. We have weight in air, we call it real weight. This is W1. The W1, we call it W1. And we have weight in water, we call it W2, which is apparent weight. Now what will be the upthrust? Weight in air, W1 is equal to 60 Newton, and weight in water, W2 is equal to 40 Newton. What will be the upthrust? Now, in order to get the upthrust, you need to know the formula for finding the upthrust. And the formula of the finding the upthrust is given by the following formula here. From upthrust is equal to weight in air. Thrust is equal to weight in air. Upthrust is equal to weight in air, which is W1 minus weight in water, which is W2. So you take 60 Newton minus 40 Newton. Finally, you get 20 Newton. That will be the upthrust, of course. So you need to know this formula on how you can find the upthrust by taking the formula there, weight in air, W1, minus weight in water, W2. Then you say W1 minus W2, it will be 60 Newton minus 60 Newton minus 40 Newton. Finally, you get 20. Now from the lesson there, now you can try to do yourself this exercise. First exercise there, first question, you may see, you say first question there, an object is hung from a spring balance. It weighs 40 Newton in water and 30 Newton when immersed in water. Calculate upthrust on the object. An object is hung from spring balance. If it weighs 40 Newton in air and 30 when immersed in water, calculate the upthrust on the object. An object is hung from a spring balance. If it weighs 40 Newton in air and 30 Newton when immersed in water, calculate upthrust on the object there. Question number 2. An object immersed in water displaces 1.1 Newton if its weight while in water was 3.3 Newton. Find the weight in air. An object in displaces 1.1 Newton if its weight while in water was 3.3 Newton, find its weight in air. The last question is spring balance read 12 Newton when the block is suspended from it, and 10 Newton when the block completely immersed in water. When the block completely immersed in water, calculate upthrust on the block. Calculate the upthrust on the block. Calculate the upthrust on the block. A spring balance read 12 Newton when metal block is suspended from it, and 10 Newton when the block completely immersed in water. Calculate the upthrust on the block. Thanks.